Good morning from Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. Disney World Dad here. I am going to give you the ultimate guide to one of my favorite Disney resorts that is actually not even located in the Orlando area. If you've been following me for a while, you know how much I absolutely love this resort. It's something me and my family come to every single year, and I've pieced together other guides and information about this video across my various channels, but what I wanted to do on this trip is give you a full-length walkthrough tour, basically be the ultimate thing you need to see, one, when you're preparing for a trip to come here, or two, when you just want to enjoy checking out a Disney resort from home. So let's get into it. All right, so just behind me, as you saw, was this sign here. Notice that it says a Disney Vacation Club Resort. I hope they never change this sign. They're making a lot of cosmetic changes and refurbishments around the resort, but the first thing you'll see is that green sign letting you know that you are about to enter the resort. And as you'll see, you have to cross this bridge right here over the marina to get to the resort. Just to your left is the Shelter Cove Harbor and Marina Shopping Center. I posted about that in another video. If you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description. So let's go ahead and cross this bridge. This is the only way in or out of the resort. One thing you'll notice is that this resort is quaint. It is on the smaller side for a Disney resort. It is surrounded by trees, as you can see, and it is located on Broad Creek. There is a tidal marsh beyond the resort, which I will show you. And yeah, it's got a really unique, quiet, cozy setting compared to the Walt Disney World resorts. And that sort of translates to the vibe here and the decor and the experience overall when you are staying here. So right after the bridge, you'll notice this sign right here, no pets allowed. Most Disney resorts don't allow pets. There's only 4, at least in Orlando, but pets are not allowed here. So if you have a pet, obviously you want to make arrangements for that before you get here. This is the entryway if you are entering by car. You might get dropped off right here or something. I may not have to go through this gate, but if you have your own car, if you look here, you enter right there. This right here is the shuttle. This takes you to the private beach house. The beach house is how you access the beach here. It is separate. There is signals, a place to eat there, surfman's sandbar, a little bar there, the surfman's station, an indoor area to relax, and a pool, but it is not actually located here. As you can tell, the beach is not on this side of the island. So it's a quick about 1.5 mile drive, private access. You can drive if you have your own car and have sort of a parking pass, but if you don't have that, you just get on the shuttle bus. It runs about every 10 to 15 minutes. Really convenient, really easy. I will say this says 9 to 5. I've traveled here several times. Often it is not until 10 a.m. So I've showed up with my kids in the heat and it's not till 10 a.m. I don't know why. I don't know why it differs on most days. I've not gotten information about that, but just a heads up, if you're traveling, it might differ. All right, this little walkway will get you to the Live Oak Lodge right here, which is the main lobby. Lots of little areas to sort of walk around here, and another pathway and those stairs and ramp access if you have your stroller or need accessibility. There is ramp access to get to this walking area along the marina and along the resort on this side of the water. So that's really helpful. These walking areas get you to other sides of the resort. So yeah, what you'll notice here is that this is the lobby, and this building is actually distinct compared to the other buildings, and I will show you why. But before I tell you why, I wanted to tell you a brief history about this resort. This is a DVC resort. DVC stands for Disney Vacation Club. It is a timeshare program where people basically purchase an ownership interest in one of the properties. They purchase a certain amount of points, and then they use those points to make reservations throughout the remaining years that they own the contract. It is ostensibly to save you money on your trips the rest of the years that you own the contract. This is not a DVC educational video. I just wanted to tell you that because, one, that impacts how you can book a stay. If you are not a DVC member, you can still book here if you look on the particular website to find this resort, but it's harder to come by because it's so small and it's very popular. If you are a DVC resort member, obviously you can use your points to book through that process. The second reason why that's important is because it's the type of rooms that are available here. You're not going to find the standard rooms where there's sort of 2 queen beds that you'd find at a regular Disney resort or non-Disney resort. There are studio rooms, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedroom rooms, grand villas here at Disney's Hilton Head Island, and they are recently refurbished, which I have in a different video that I will link down below. Also, a quick history that this DVC resort was built in 1996. It is the second Disney DVC resort that was built outside of Orlando, Florida. The first was Vero Beach there in Orlando, not too far from Disney World. This resort itself is only about a 5-hour drive from Orlando itself. So if you're a Disney fan in the area or in South Carolina where this is located, it's pretty easy to get to and get that sort of Disney feel and experience without having to go to Orlando. So this is the Live Oak Lodge. This is essentially the lobby here on this floor, on this main floor that I will show you. And this is where you check in upon arrival. And a few interesting things about this. There are a few amenities and things to do here, but what I think is really interesting is this is the building that actually has elevator access. So let me show you that before I go inside. There's a sign that says elevator. There are some parking spots available down here as well. Notice how the building is raised. We got a vending machine. There's the elevator. There are some carts here for your luggage and some bike parking. This is important because this is the only building at this resort that has elevator access. I will repeat, this is the only building that has elevator access. So note that before your stay, so it'll be easier for you when you're staying here. Through this little tiny parking garage, there is a grill right here. You'll see the pier in the distance there on the left. Some seating areas, hammock. You'll see hammocks throughout the resort. I often see people fishing here. There's this bench swing right here. And some signs letting you know that there is wildlife here. Now, if you'll notice here, this is high tide. I've talked about this in my other videos during my stay here, but this is the time of day when the water is actually here filling up this marsh, tidal marsh. However, throughout the day, it will be pulled back and the water will no longer be visible. Oh, I just saw a fish jump. And the fish and the birds seem really excited. It's something really awesome to see. When the water comes in, it's like all the animals get excited and these boats actually float. But then when the water goes back, obviously there's no water here, and it's really cool to see the changes during the day and to frankly to see these boats that sort of they seem sort of stuck on land as they wait for the water to come back. We're gonna head back this way. I'll actually show you inside the Live Oak Lodge. Another unique thing about this resort are the topiaries that are here year-round, and this Mickey one greets you here right when you get into the resort at check-in. It's right in front of the Live Oak Lodge. Let's go in and check it out. From Mickey, we're gonna head up these stairs. Like I just showed you, you can take the elevator too if you need it. Usually someone is here wearing Mickey gloves greeting you during operating hours. Let's check that out. Got a good view right here. There's where the elevator will let you out on this floor. We got registration, Big Murgie's Den. I want to show you all about that. Look at these touches. DVC Resort and a Mickey, you can't beat that. Let's go in. There is the check-in desk. There is this Mickey here. This was recently all refurbed and changed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and that's completely fine. And here is where there used to be a couch or something similar here. Looks a lot more like beach updated here. There was a bigger desk here where they would actually display merchandise at the Creek Mercantile that I'll show you. I don't know if they do that anymore. And this is where the Christmas tree is located at Christmas time. So just a heads up. Very important over here, there are some bathrooms in the main area. Very helpful after a long trip on the road with kids. Water refilling station, water fountain, a guide to what's going on the resort that day. And then through this hallway, this is also what's interesting. Oh, see, this is how I have a new tour of the brand new rooms, like I said, that I'll link down below. But this sort of vibe is how the rooms looked. That's what the older rooms looked like. There weren't really a lot of Disney touches. I actually like the new design. I like the Disney touches, but I actually really enjoyed the older designs that were more dated, I guess I'll say, not in a bad way. Sort of gave you that vibe of like a fishing town, small community by the beach. Yeah, so these are sort of relics now, because if you want to get a feeling, that's how the decor was in the older rooms. You'll notice that these are interior rooms. I don't know if this extends to all of the floors in this room, because I've never stayed on this floor, but we're actually inside where most of the access to the rooms is actually out from the outside. All right, and these are actually, at least this is actually in our room in terms of the decor. All right, let's head back into Big Murgie's Den. Okay, through this area into Big Murgie's Den, there also was a Christmas tree here last time in a station for kids to send letters to Santa, which my kids really enjoyed. There was a coffee table here. Now we have this really cool chair. And there was also some kid-friendly chairs here that were not there before. And it looks like the painting was updated to make it look a little lighter here. There are some tables here, some chairs. This is a great space to come hang out. They have cookies in the afternoon. Sometimes they'll have coffee too. And right here in front of the fireplace is usually where the characters meet. At this resort for years, it's been Pluto that meets. And as of last year, Chip and Dale actually show up here. So I've traveled during the sort of off years and during the on years and busy years, summer. And I will say this place was completely packed for Chip and Dale the other day, about 30 minutes before they arrive. So heads up, if you want to meet them, come get in line early. Looks like we have some DVC welcome home weeks going on. That's pretty cool. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm really positive in these videos, and I will stay positive, but there used to be a pool table here, and it's not anymore. And I do wish that was still here. It looks like this may have been the desk or thing over there that had the coffee and whatnot. I know they serve other drinks here throughout the day. I've yet to see coffee again. That was a huge pro about coming here, is I would come throughout the day and grab some coffee because I am a tired parent. But just a lot of places to hang out, charging stations. I like to write when I'm on my trips, so sometimes you can come in here and get a little bit of work done. But yeah, here's a full view of Big Murgie's Den. There's a bit of an outdoor area too that I will show you, but if you've been here before, there's been lots of changes, and I think it's good to know. And one more thing is, oh, that's locked. That is where the games are. Okay, so through these doors, outdoor area is some seating. Looks like they've added new furniture here as well compared to my last visit. There's another sign, let you know where you're at. Yeah, there used to be sort of some big cushion type seating here, if you may have seen in my older videos. That no longer seems to be here. Looks like what they've done is they've taken out some bulkier furniture to make more room for other types of additional seating. That's what I think that they did. Nothing wrong with that. And then here's the sign for Big Murgie's Den. Kind of hard to find. All right, so there's a look at the entryway. I'm still in the Live Oak Lodge near Big Murgie's Den, and there is additional units in the building. And I just want to take a quick look this way to show y'all. All right, so just to get a quick view, this sort of area is sort of blocked off by the marsh. So this is the extent of this back area. Just trying to give you a sense of the scale and just the feeling of this resort. Like I said, it's not very big. In my opinion, it's perfectly sized. You don't have to walk that far, yet there's still a lot to explore. And there is that garage I showed you earlier. And there is a set of horseshoes over here in this back area just beyond the Live Oak Lodge. All right, so just behind me is the Live Oak Lodge. We're gonna head towards the Broad Creek area where most of the amenities are here at the resort. It's a short walk, and let me show you how to get there. And there's a helpful sign, Broad Creek. There's the Mercantile, the general store, bike rentals, community hall, exercise room, swimming hole, pool. All right, this is one of my favorite things to see right here. This view on this sort of mini boardwalk to get from the Live Oak Lodge to the other amenities. Look how beautiful that is, especially with this light. You got this great view of the marsh here. It's receding for the day. It'll be low tide for the duration of the day. Then it'll come back in the evening time. Some more views. Just on the other side of the boardwalk area, we have our sign for Broad Creek Mercantile and also the pool. Some more units that way that are closer to the marina and the harbor. And then just this way, you'll notice another set of topiaries and some of my favorites, some that I think that are really unique. And it is Thumper and Bambi. It's a nice, you know, classic Disney touch, but also sort of two characters that sort of represent sort of an outdoorsy feeling amongst the park, sort of like Chip and Dale. So yeah, my kids love to see these. Just over in this area, you will notice a few more activities. Another hammock, a cornhole set. This is one of two cornhole sets, I believe, at this resort. And then back over here, another grill. Pretty cool to see. All the animals out, people exploring, just a great vibe to this resort. Further down here, we'll see more buildings. I believe they refer to these as cottages. So for those people who want to be specific On the cottages, you'll notice different types of signs. And just right here is the butterfly garden. This is one of my favorite things too. Really cool little butterfly garden here. It's a cute little walkway. Kids absolutely love this. Nice and tranquil and peaceful. And information about the butterflies and the conservation efforts here at the resort. And different types, oh look at that. Different types of butterflies and insects that you could see here at the resort. That bee right there. Just really fun. Again, something that's really unique about this resort. Just on the other side of the butterfly garden are more activities this way, and I will show you those right now. The butterfly garden is behind me, and over here you will notice a few more hammocks. There's a few extra activities back there that I will show you close to the harbor, but in between another set of cottages is a double set of horseshoes and another grill. But yeah, they pack a lot of things to do in this small space, and I will say it gets all of these get pretty popular throughout the day. Kids and their parents, people of all ages, are enjoying all the things to do, which I think adds to the atmosphere here. You'll notice this seating area here, another set of hammocks, another grill in the back. If you can't already tell, this resort is all about just hanging out and having fun. Definitely slower paced, which I really enjoy. I think a lot of people will enjoy, even on a Disney vacation. You'll notice these big carts scattered around the cottages. This is the luggage cart return area here at the resort. These are really large, really easy to steer. I'm the one loading everything in and out of our vehicle. If that's you, or if you need those to get to the Live Oak Lodge or however you're getting picked up here at the resort, that's what you need to look for. Really helpful, really good size, and they're easy to find. And like I said, they're scattered about the resort. So this is a little easier than those Orlando resorts at Disney World where it's kind of hard to find the bell cart sometimes. So this one is really fun, but there is a mini golf set here at the resort. And my kids absolutely love coming here and just playing around, putting some golf throughout the day. It is just really fun. Again, something that is unique to this resort. We got another hammock in the back over here, but just gives you another activity to do. If you're a parent like me, what you're noticing is that there's lots of sort of little stations to go and do things throughout your stay, which can make it really easy on us. Lots of magical touches here. So I'm continuing this way towards the pool area, and I will show you another unique thing, and that is a playground. Now, lots of Disney resorts have playgrounds, but I just want to highlight that this one is good size, especially for this size of the resort. And yeah, really fun. Here's the playground entrance. Good size, enough to do. More Mickey touches, really family friendly. And that's something that really sets this resort apart. On the other side of the playground is this sort of little stage area. I've never seen it in use. There's a grill here. I don't know what type of ceremonies would go here. But yeah, if you wanted to have some sort of thing, it looks almost like where people can get married or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's cool. Again, I've never seen it in use. Got some wildlife right there. Yeah, but I think it's awesome. And there's the Live Oak Lodge that I just walked from, and there's that boardwalk area. All right, let's go check out the pool area and the things to do over there. On the other side of the building next to the playground is the Big Dipper pool. There's nobody in there right now, so it's a great time to film, but it is closed. There is an awesome slide. It's a good sized pool. Lots of seating areas, lots of things to do, and there's an entrance to the Creek Mercantile area here on the right, underneath that building on the right, or you can enter in through here. There are the hours. There is another view of the hot tub area. And then just beyond it is the Creek Mercantile. Let's go check it out. Right, let's head through this way, this little bitty ramp. So heading up this ramp right here Still heading up this ramp right here. You'll notice coming into view is the pier. All right, let's check this out. All right, this is Tide Me Over. It is the one quick service location, one dining option here at the resort here. And there's the Creek Mercantile where you can shop. And there's Ben and Stretch the gym. I will show you more of that soon. Let's go inside the Creek Mercantile. Morning, how are you? The Creek Mercantile has a perfect mix of the essentials you'll see around other Disney World resorts in Orlando, but also some unique things, especially displayed right here in the middle, that are specific to this resort or specific to the Disney Vacation Club. A lot of favorites can be found here. Just outside the Creek Mercantile, Bend and Stretch. It's the exercise room. Check it out right here. So this is the gym here at the resort. It's called Bend and Stretch. It's in the Creek Mercantile area. It's right next to the Creek Mercantile area and Tide Me Over. Got a decent amount of dumbbells, some kettlebells. A station over here with various things to do. Out there that overlooks the pool. Got a bench, some treadmills, and there are some bathrooms right here, and they connect to the other side next to the entrance to the community hall. So yeah, pretty impressive for this size resort. Just outside, this is the community hall. Just outside, they have all the activities, and there's a lot to do, especially considering the size of this resort. We usually partake in as many as possible. Just on this other side, there are some seating areas, and my favorite view, the pier, and this sign. My family member actually bought me a version of this sign for my home office. It is a list of all, first of all, there's the beach house, and then the direction and the miles to all of the different DVC resorts. Lots of fishing people do out here, lots of activities. Just serene. Just beyond here is the community hall. These are another set of bathrooms right here. The closest bathrooms to the pool. So that is good to know. Let's see. And there is some seating areas out here. And here's a view of the pool. There it is. Love this pool. Good size, huge slide, lots to do. And over here, a really fun kids area. It's called the Little Dipper. Those frogs have little fountains, as you can see. Lots of seating, lots of shade, and they play the Disney hits. All right, so here is the community hall where lots of activities are. It looks like they're about to make Mickey wreaths, which we have made before. Really fun. If you see that things are taking place in the community hall, they are taking place here. Let's head down the stairs right here. There's the pool area. This is Broad Creek Rentals, where you can rent certain things for activities or come in and reserve and pay for some of the activities. Lots of craft stuff. You do have to reserve a lot of these in advance or on the day of. It just depends on the time of year. And often you have to pay a little fee for them. So some are free, some are not. Oh, these are the mosaics. We wanted to do these yesterday. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is where those activities will happen. This right here is an entrance to the pool. And then, like I said, this little walk-up window is Broad Creek Rentals. So that's where you want to go when you see that. Beyond this way is how you head to the pier. It's where you can rent some bikes. You'll notice a lot of bikes around here. Bikes and bait. And this right here, this shuffleboard is relatively new. There's the bicycle return area. And this is where the s'mores take place. It gets really packed in here around s'mores time. And this is where they'll set up the station to get the s'mores. You do not have to pay for the s'mores here. So one thing that's unique about this resort, we've not had to pay here for the s'mores. And there are some turtle nesting areas right here marked off, which I think is really cool. So be aware of those when you are visiting. So let's head to the pier. Broad Creek Mercantile is behind me, the pool is behind me, and it is the low tide is in effect, so let's check out how it looks. All right, here is the very peaceful Pier, I will say my favorite time is in the evening. Some of my other videos have some views of that. You can relax over here. We've relaxed and had our Dole Whip. We can just check out the water, and people often fish. People are enjoying themselves over there, so I'm not gonna bother them. But I just wanted to show you how awesome this is. All right, so we're just over halfway through our tour. Let's check out the rest of the resort. From the broad Creek Mercantile area, you got a set of cornhole right here, and then we will examine quickly the rest of the resort. Let's do it. And we're actually nearing the edge of the resort. Like I said, it's not the biggest. I think it's the perfect size because it can't really get too crowded due to, I guess, the size limitations, but it's still big enough to wherever you're staying at, you sort of feel tucked away. And that could just be by the design. Disney's really good at that, right? Let's check out some of these activities. And these are actually some of my kids' favorite activities to do. Got some bocce ball here, kind of a common thing at Disney resorts. Some more hammocks and this large checkers set, which entertains my kids for a long time, which is great. Another grill and another hammock. Let's go back this way and check it out. Along this pathway over here, I think it's one of the least explored sections, and that is just another set of hammocks, this cool little bridge, and the swing set right here with views of the pier. We'll say this is really close to the water, just FYI. But yeah, lots of little spaces tucked away in a relatively small footprint here at this resort. So if you head back from that direction, you've reached the edge of the resort, at least the edge of the cottages. I will say, I say this in every video, this is a great chance to say it. Notice the stairs, notice the floors, even on, other than the Live Oak Lodge, which is also raised, but that has an elevator, even the first floor requires a staircase to enter. So, you know, first of all, there's accessibility needs. There's people who are traveling with kids, but also just loading all of your luggage. You know, people come here and stay for a while because these are DVC rooms, and you will have to lug it up a flight of stairs no matter what floor you are staying on. Someone did message me and say some other buildings are being sort of refitted to have more accessibility in them. A building that's not the Live Oak Lodge, I have not been able to confirm that. So if you know that, please let me know in the comments because that would be helpful for other people traveling. All right, got this sort of roundabout area, this turnaround area in the back corner of the resort. So decent amount of parking if you know where to look. And then way back out here in this corner, another grill. Oh, peaceful place to sit. Someone's sitting there right now, so I'm not gonna go bother them. Not on their vacation. But yeah, you could get all the way out here to the corner of the marina and just get a fantastic view. And there is a good view of the marina and the Shelter Cove Harbor sort of shopping center. All right, so back onto the trail. Well, I'm saying trail, I mean walkway. A lot of bikes around here. Now I'm essentially just walking in the same area, but on the outside of the cottages. What you could do is cross the street right here and head over to the boat dock. All right, so from here, you can check out all these awesome boats. I will say, we like to come during November and the Christmas time. And I think I'm gonna talk all about the pros and cons of coming at different times of the year in a different video. Let me know in the comments if you would like that. But when you come during those times, these are all decorated with Christmas lights and Christmas decorations, kind of similar to the decor that's sort of anticipated around the Fort Wilderness campgrounds in Orlando. And so, yeah, I mean, this looks awesome now, but with the decor at night, there's lots of light sort of up in the buildings, around the shopping center, and then actually on the boats as well. But this provides a really quick walk, an area to bike to when you are walking around the resort. And yeah, I get asked a lot of questions about how people can get to the shopping. You can walk along the interior of the resort all the way to the edge like I did at the entrance, or you can take this pathway. And this walkway runs along the expanse of the resort here on the marina side. One thing to know is that the entrances to this walkway are perhaps intentionally spaced out. So once you're on it for a bit, you're on it. And so just a heads up. Okay, so I have found an entryway back. I'm gonna do is show y'all just one more thing that I think is worth noting, and also providing you a look at what the walkways look like on the, I'll say, the exterior of the cottages. Most of what I've walked through has been on the interior, but there are pathways, as you see here, obviously for people to get from their car to their resort rooms, but also people often bike on these and whatnot. And here it is. It is a basketball hoop right here in the middle of the resort. This is a really fun activity. The balls are located over here. But yeah, if you're looking to entertain yourselves or your kids with a more sporty activity, you could do this here, which I've not seen at another Disney resort. Someone let me know if you have. All right, so that wraps it up here for our full tour walkthrough of Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. This has covered almost the entire resort, other than the rooms. I have a different tour for the brand new rooms. If you'd like to see that, I can link that down below. This is a great Disney resort that is not located on Walt Disney World property in Orlando. There are a lot of things to do considering the size of the resort. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this tour, about this resort, whether you've stayed here, whether you plan on staying here. Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned, and thanks for subscribing.